All right, so you were talking about entrepreneurship when you first got started,
Yeah.
young, selling your drawings. Tell me about it.
I think I was like probably like 11.
Hmm.
I was just making drawings, you know. When mom had the childcare, I would sell it to like her people, well, sell it to the parents that would come. And I'd probably make like $1 after each writing, but it was still like some type of money. So that's how I knew like being my own boss was always in me. Because even when I started selling candy and stuff at school,
Hmm.
it was just like something that.
Tell me about your experience. I know you was excited about that, like,
With selling candy?
yeah,
Yeah.
'cause you're flipping your money.
Yeah, because I would buy the candy, I think, like the boxes. How much was it? Because you was with me when I first.
It was a variety of different prices.
I think I had saved up my birthday money
Hmm.
to buy the inventory, and then, you know, we're selling it at school. And I made double of what I had in the beginning.
Yeah, you was excited.
I don't know where that money went after, but.
Nah, you flipped it a few times.
Yeah, I did, but then after.
Because I remember you turning basically like $15 into like 80, and you was excited.
I was happy. Even I was buying some of the stuff.
Yeah, you were selling to your sisters, your brother. You
What
cold.
was
You was making them buy the candy.
I mean, let's put a box too.
Yeah, I mean that's.
What
Exactly
was
what I
like your
supposed to
first like experience?
My first experience, I was getting hustled in the apartment building by the maintenance guys. They would pay me to paint, so they would give me like $5 to pretty much paint the whole apartment. I probably was like 10. I was excited to do it though. I didn't calculate my time it was gonna take me for the $5, but they would just give me the paintbrush and let me go at it. You know.
Do you think like time management is important when it comes to like business?
Well, now, yeah. When I was first getting started, it wasn't about my time management. It was just about making money. I was excited to make money.
How do you like balance like your work life and like personal life?
Me, it's just natural now. I just know that I'm really invested in my wife and my kids. So I spend as much time as I can with you guys, planning trips and things like that, and just different type of family activities. Then work, you know, I just hustle. I'm a hustler, so I gotta get it. I don't really have a schedule. It's just something that I know I'm gonna do because it's high on my priority list.
When people want to like get into like entrepreneurship, like what advice would you give somebody?
I would say it ain't for everybody. You know, you gotta be ready to sacrifice a little bit more. A person that's working a job, like they know they're gonna get paid. They believe that. See, it's like a belief thing. They believe like if I go to work, I put in these hours, I'm gonna make X. You know what I mean? So they're expecting for someone to pay them. You know what I mean? That they can report to. So when you work for yourself, you gotta like know that you gotta do the work. You gotta be disciplined and get yourself to go do it. And you know, you may not get paid,
Yeah.
but if you do put in the work, it's a check.
See, that's true. Even like when it comes to like the clothing business, I could buy like 10 shirts and I just I spent all my money. It's not guaranteed that all 10 is gonna sell.
Hmm.
Probably 1 or 2, but it's not guaranteed.
But that
how
profit
many-
margin, is it worth it?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, because what you spending and what you can make.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you sell, you know what I mean, you can make your money.
And it's like no like time limit of when I want to sell, because I could have these shirts for like, let's just say like a month. Probably the next month they end up blowing up on like TikTok or something, and I end up selling them all out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you sold out your first batch pretty quick
That
because you was hustling.
Probably the most exciting time. I was just happy, like dang, like because everything played out how I wanted to, because like I put in all this work, and it's like when the results come back, it's just like dang.
Well, because I had this belief that if you put in the work, it's people that want to support you, especially the young you are. It's just people just happy to support you when they see you doing something, you know, and people want to be a part of the movement. And I think it's because a lot of people don't have the courage to start things on their own. So when they see someone, they're like, wow, you know what I mean? You're the champion for the people, you know? But I think entrepreneurship is a cool thing. I believe everybody should have different investments, you know, if you're working and you don't want to be an entrepreneur. So like, let's say if I'm working, if I'm a truck driver and that's what I'm good at, maybe I don't want to start the trucking company because it's too much responsibility. But I could go invest in some real estate. You know, I can go invest in the stock market. Maybe I can go invest in my wife or my husband that has a business idea, but I take that money that I'm earning and I put it into a, you know, in some form of investment.
But the thing is, I don't think like people know like how do you start like those things, like where do you start at? Especially,
I say just don't go start anything. You got to do some research. You know, like you know if you got a talent for making cookies, you know what I mean. If your wife can make some good cookies, go sell them. You know, or your wife sell them. So you invest in her. That's what I'm saying. You invest in the things necessary to make those cookies. You know, and a little bit of education on how to sell. And there you got a side business.
That's another thing. Selling is like important. Knowing the sell, that's like, man, that's.
When you asked me before, something you should be involved in that you need to know, I told you sales. It's the most important thing, getting the sales. Because everything is sales. It's communication and sales. A baby is selling you, you know, a little toddler are selling you on why they want their bottle. They screaming and crying, trying to get your attention. You know, they really selling you on the needs that they want. You know, so selling is everything. And if you learn how to sell, you'll never be broke.
When did you learn how to sell?
I've been selling my whole life. It was just.
Was it like just like did you learn, or was it like it was just like your personality?
It was just my personality. You know, that's why I was always out there trying to figure out how to get $1. So I was selling. I'm like, hey, I'll do this for you for this. I'll do this. You know what I mean? Like I told you, you know, a story. I hate to speak on the truth, but you know, I was like 14 and got involved with the street hustle. You know what I mean? And learned how to flip my money, and I had to sell what I had. You know, so sales always been part of my personality. Then with me not graduating school and not going to school, I really didn't have a lot of opportunities. So, you know, I learned to sell, you know, so I can get what I want.
Does like communication fall in the category with sales?
Yeah, the better communicator you are, the better salesman you will be, in my opinion, because you need to listen to see what it is someone's saying and what they want. Then you got to be able to explain, you know, in details how you can solve that problem. You know, so communication.
So basically, figuring out the problem that somebody has and just you giving your solution.
Your solution, yeah, that's sales and everything, you know.